We should just say
About
that.
who?
Kendrick or Cole.
Kendrick and Cole.
Straight up.
I was telling him I ain't never really gravitated.
That's a tough
Cole.
one. I've never
I
heard
fuck with
nobody
Kendrick
take
hard
one.
too.
Yeah.
Kendrick, like they like they're not the same, but they're like, man, they're like, ooh, man, I don't.
They both air signs though. J. Cole, Aquarius, and what's the name of Gemini?
Okay.
Fucking,
but you know,
Kendrick.
like,
So they both air signs. Just like
Kendrick
Outkast.
Okay. See, Kendrick got me on Section 80. Like, I feel like, J. Cole got me early, but Section 80 had me like in a whole different. And Kendrick he had like that West Coast appeal.
Yeah.
Like real West Coast appeal. Like, because them niggas really be hood like that, and the way he like expressed that shit was like just so dead on, and just the way he like paints his art. But that's why I fuck with J. Cole too, because he's different on that level too, and he's an East Coast head with his shit. He lived in New York and Carolina.
Did y'all see that that little rap battle they had on Netflix? The little joint, y'all fucking with D Smoke?
Yeah. You talking about that the show?
Yeah,
he does sound like Kendrick though.
Yeah, Cardi B and shit. Yeah, but he's speaking Spanish and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about Troy Man. Remind him of me and shit. I'll wait till we get back on here to talk about that shit.
I gotta hear about that.
Yeah, I do too. I need more on that too. But
this nigga Phil flows. If y'all didn't know, this nigga Phil can flow. Give him a beat. Don't get that man no beat. Don't get that man no beat. We gonna be here
but
all
it's gonna
night.
be complete. Some telling me I would go with J. Cole, right? But then if I really be honest with myself, I probably listen to Kendrick songs more often. You know what I mean? Like if I'm randomly just like I need something to listen to, I'll probably go to some Kendrick. I'll probably go to Section 80. I'll probably go with his first two albums, and then I'll probably also go with the joint. What's it called? Overly Dedicated. So I'll probably go to those. But with J. Cole on some go-to shit, I don't really do that as much. So I guess I probably would have to go with Kendrick Lamar if I would be honest with myself. Because I don't really be going to J. Cole. Like if I'm like, I need some,
Yeah. No, I agree with you too. Because like that's what I think about J. Cole. But J. Cole, I got to be in the mood.
Y'all ain't fuck with the little 2-track jump he dropped?
Yeah, that's what sparked this conversation. That's what sparked the whole conversation.
That comeback joint is nasty though. The comeback one is nasty.
That beat is hard as fuck to be like
boom boom. Yeah, just the straight bass shit. Yeah.
Whoever mixed that drum is tough because like that the way the drums are so like heavy and you can still see every like cadence in that drum. Whoever mixed that drum is tough. But
that's like my workout joint.
Yeah, honestly, it's funny that you say that because when I was listening to that beat in the car, I was like,
how the fuck
this shit is like so bassy. It almost didn't make it. It's almost like I almost felt like it was a new sound. You know what I'm saying? The bass was so fucking heavy.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? And they made it work. But it was over a sample. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I was like, this is a new, like I felt like it was a new sound because I've never heard nobody with that much bass and still get the sample.
I probably played that song like 500,000 times easy. I'm not even joking. Like on repeat. Just even the way he was spinning that shit. That second verse is disgusting. But even how he came on the beginning, dog.
I like the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Sir, I flipped the I like an exclamation.
Like exclamation points. God, even when I first heard that, I was like, "Oh, this nigga's about to go off."
But the whole Kendrick and J. Cole jump, like J. Cole is way more consistent. Like he puts out way more shit, and I think I don't know, like even like his just overall he's more consistent. But Kendrick maybe just more talented as like a artist. Like his artistry are more evolved than J. Cole.
Y'all think he's like the last of the Mohicans? Kendrick?
Who, Jay?
Nah,
Kendrick.
It's people coming up.
They both occupy the same space, but
right.
Kendrick,
now, Jake, was Kendrick before or after?
They the same time. But what you said, Marcus, about Geminis, like there's a lot of Gemini, and that's why I was the one that posted the Zodiac.
Crazy, bro.
The Zodiac shit, yeah. there's so many Gemini artists, like you said, Andre 3000, Tupac, Biggie, like the artistry that be going into like Geminis and shit is crazy.
Mm-hmm. That shit is real. But
I
would
say
say
like
even.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Even with Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, I feel like, and this is my theory on Kendrick Lamar. Like, I feel like the reason why Kendrick Lamar don't be out as much, he don't talk, you don't never really hear from him, because I feel like deep down inside, that nigga know what's going on in society, and but he don't want to say nothing because he doesn't want to put himself out there to be misjudged. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like he stays away just because if he was to be asked to tell what he really thinks, he would be lying. So he'd rather just stay away. I'm telling you the truth. Because I remember back in the day, he said some shit like, he was talking about black people, and they was like, he was like, it all starts with us. Everything starts from within. And then everybody would start calling him a coon and some shit like that. And then ever since that, never heard that nigga say another fucking any commentary or anything on what's going on.
He barely do interviews.
He stopped talking. Stopped doing interviews. After that moment, that nigga stopped doing interviews and all that. And all he did is say everything starts from within. That's all he said. You know what I'm saying? And
that's a good topic right there, though.
No, that's real.
He would have to lie. He would have to lie if he was to really say how he really felt. So he'd rather stay away. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good topic right there, though.
If you pay attention, if you listen to how J. Cole talk, J. Cole pretty much is like the thing I like about J. Cole, like that nigga holds the mirror right in front of your face. Like he shows you, like, you know, like how you are contributing to you know, the bullshit of society, or how you allow these things to happen. Like his whole last album was about basically like don't do drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And how it influences you, and how, you know what I'm saying? Like that's basically what his whole last album was about.
That photograph jump, that jump insightful.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yep.
Photograph.
The photograph.
Which one?
The song title, Photograph.
Okay.
That jump's real.
But just shit like that. So I like that too, man. You need people like that. You know, you need people to you know, even when J. Cole did the whole little interview with the little pump or whatever.
Yeah, that was insightful.
It was like but that was basically what his whole album was about. You know what I mean? So I felt like that. But you need niggas like that in rap. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I like that too. You know, I think J. Cole tries to artistic his viewpoints. You know, you know, be, you know what I mean? He tries to make but while Kendrick rather stay away.
Yeah, we focus on the niggas that bring the balance to the game. Like they're the opposite of like the bullshit that's happening. You know what I mean? They bring the balance to everything, the consciousness. You know what I mean? The direction, shit like that. The shit a lot of motherfuckers don't want to hear, aside from the ratchet shit.
Hey, have y'all heard that Lupe jump? The new jump?
Yeah, I was listening to that shit.
What? Oh, he got a new album? What?
That's your track of the week?
Relic Lupe.
He got like a little 5-track joint.
You seen like the second track was about dinosaurs. We was just talking about that shit last week.
Yeah, wow, man.
Oh yeah.
Dinosaurs and dinosaurs.
He said it was a look. He said dinosaurs was a metaphor for like older rappers in the game. So he said listen to it from that perspective. So next time you listen to it, try to see it from a perspective of an older rapper in the game. That's what he said.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, you definitely put me on the fucking Lupe though, Marcus. Like, that's your man's dog.
Yeah, that's an Aquarius. That's my man. He's an Aquarius. Rick Ross is an Aquarius. Fucking.
Oh, matter of fact, hey,
deep out here.
Speaking,
fucking
1v1.
Big boy is an Aquarius.
1v1.
Cameron's an Aquarius.
Yeah. Hey, so who you got on the 2 Chainz Rick Ross versus joint?
All right.
Motherfuckers were saying 2 Chainz.
I got a tie. I got a tie.
Ross got look.
Ross got bangers
from like fucking 06.
Yeah,
I'm talking like nasty shit. What?
Don't get me wrong. Ross got bangers, dog. But I feel like
niggas was I listening to the other day, y'all.
2 Chainz. Y'all sleeping on 2 Chainz.
Watch this nigga.
Niggas, I'm not gonna go far as say that 2 Chainz got it, or I'm not gonna go as far as say that Ross got it. I feel like niggas are sleeping on Chainz. I don't know.
They sleeping on Ross.
Look, it depends on what's being played. It depends on what's being
I was listening to Push It the other day.
I fuck with Rose.
I was listening to
the first album. Yes, Push It to the Limit. Shit.
Nigga, I'm listening to Push It the other day. That beat is so fucking hard, young. I forgot all about that. I forgot all about that shit. Like, goddamn. Like, Ross got some shit, but 2 Chainz got a lot of bangers though. 2 Chainz got a lot of bangers, but
this is what I'm gonna say about Chainz. Like, I remember that phase. It was probably like 2014 through like 15 when he was featured on all that. Like, he was featured on like everything for real. He was like on like every song. That's probably what he's gonna
Billboard
be
in Times Square.
Oh, I mean, 2 Chainz has done his shit. Like, and that's why I don't want to like sound like I'm hating on him. I'm just like,
don't come my man short, dog. I fuck with 2 Chainz hard, dog. Don't come my man short.
I love 2 Chainz. Yo, I love Chainz. I'm just saying, like, Ross got a cat. I think people forget about Ross. He got a catalog.
Never. Nobody will never forget about Ross, man. Rose.
And all his albums be having joints on there. All his albums do not like come up short. It's probably like one that's probably on. But Ross be spitting to me. I fuck with Ross.
Mingo, yeah, he's gonna pull that MIAO back up. The Miami Days shit. Well, I think Weezy was on that joint. There's a couple niggas on that motherfucking album, dog.
But man,
a couple niggas on that
joint. And that whole era when he had that, when those beats, when the BMF joint came out. 9-piece.
The Runners.
What's the other joint?
Cool and Dre.
That little sound. That sound he had during that era. Like. All those was all bangers, like all of them. So like I feel like because 2 Chainz got bangers, but Rick Ross still
that's my thing. I think the only Ross will kill him on beats. It's no question. Ross will kill him on beats.
I don't even think that's the issue. I think it's
all day. But
I just think Ross got confidence.
Yeah, I'm the biggest boss. Remember that song, Biggest Boss? I'm the biggest boss.
Yeah.
Everybody's.
Was with T-Pain or somebody on that joint?
Yeah, T-Pain was on that.
T-Pain, yeah.
T-Pain, yeah, he had T-Pain on that joint. Shit, he got MC Hammer. MC Hammer with Wayne on the joint.
With John Legend.
All them shit.
He got the Tupac back.
No, he got too many collabos. I will say that.
Come on, man.
Collabos to try to hop out there. You know what I'm saying? Ross has too many collabos. Too many major collabos. He got work. He got work on the
Ross uses verses with Drake. He got work. Verses on the songs with Drake and all that shit.
Yeah, I think, but 2 Chainz got shit with Drake too. That's the problem. I feel like it's a good matchup. It's a good matchup for real.
I think most of 2 Chainz. He might have a couple of joints with Drake, but
I'm taking Ross. The money's on Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ross is
that blows me though, because I fuck with them both hard though. I fuck with both of them niggas, dog. I fuck with both of them joints. Definitely, I fuck with 2 Chainz so hard, man. I remember when 2 Chainz and Future both got hot at the same fucking time, and I told niggas, I said 2 Chainz is gonna be fucking out this joint. I thought Future was gonna fizzle off or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But
me too.
You know, he's still out here. Right? He's still out here though. He's still out here, and I'm with the Future.
When Future first came out, after that nigga, I was like, oh, this is one song. I thought that little Tony Montana joint, I was like, it's gonna be one song. This nigga, never see him again. That's really what I honestly thought about him. But boy, was I wrong.
But
was I wrong.
Y'all here.
Y'all said Aquarius and Gemini. Y'all sleeping on Libras. Like, there's a lot of artists.
Hold on. I can already tell you. T.I., Jeezy.
Drake, Scorpio. Who?
T.I., Jeezy. Fucking
Nas a Libra.
Nas is what?
Nas a Libra.
But I know Libras because my dad's a Libra, so I understand y'all niggas. My dad's a Libra, so I understand.
Cardi B, Lil Wayne, Donald Glover, John Lennon, Will Smith, Eminem.
Damn, Will Smith?
Snoop. You dropping names. You dropping names, though.
A$AP Rocky, T-Pain, Wyclef Jean.
Okay. That's a good name right there. Wyclef. Yeah. That's a legend. You can drop him.
T.I., Jeezy.
T.I., okay. Jeezy, okay.
Drake bitch ass, Nick Cannon.
I thought he was a Scorpio.
I did too.
Scorpio? I thought Drake was Scorpio.
All right.
Yeah, Drake Scorpio. Drake Scorpio. That's Scorpio season.
They can have him.
That's me. That's me. Yeah. I fuck with Drake.
Kevin Durant, Bryce Harper. We have the same birthday.
Damn, for real, I just bought a Bryce Harper shirt, dog, when I was in Philly.
We got the same birthday.
Bryce Harper.
I fuck with Bryce Harper. You the one to put me on the Bryce
Randy
Harper.
Johnson jersey. Shit.
I knew this. I knew we was about to draft him, Bryce Harper. He was a
Dog, remember when we was watching the warmers when he was in college and shit? He was about to get drafted.
He's playing catcher and pitcher.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, man.
Yep.
Nah. We need a G
Star Aquarius. I'm just throwing that out there. You know what I'm saying? Since we out here battling and shit.
This is the Aquarius.
Hugh Jackman. I'm just reading.
Michael Jordan.
Wow, fucking Wolverine is a Libra?
Michael Jordan.
Fuck this shit.
They need to Aries, man. I'm about to go to Aries real quick.
to dead all this shit. Look, to dead all the versus shit when the pandemic and shit stopped. To dead all this shit, we need to have a Jeezy versus Gucci battle all day.
They don't fuck with each other.
Hey,
exactly. My point. Exactly my point.
Play the mediator and shit.
Shit, didn't
between Jeezy and Gucci?
Gucci sent somebody to go shoot. No, I'm sorry. Jeezy sent somebody to go shoot Gucci or whatever the fuck, and that's how Gucci had ended up in jail one time or whatever the fuck. He had to pop somebody.
That's how he caught his. He caught a self-defense charge off that.
We need a Gucci versus Jeezy battle all day.
That would be too real.
That's too much bad blood.
In the same
I don't
room.
think that's gonna happen.
In the same room.
Because that was some real shit.
That's not no rap.
That wasn't like some. No, that wasn't music.
That wasn't rap shit. That was some real
That wasn't rap shit. Yeah, that wasn't rap shit.
I want to see that shit. You know, I'm an instigator. I'm always an instigator. I want to see
that. That's gonna get way too real.
And I'm gonna say that every time we have a show now. I'm gonna say that every time. We need to have.
I wonder how did that first song come along? That the So Icy joint. Like, so the whole beef must have started from that song then, right? Yeah. I'm assuming because they worked together and that song was fire.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, that's the song that introduced me to Gucci. Yeah, that was the first time I seen.
Yeah, that was the song that got Gucci out there. Yeah,
that was the first time I saw Gucci.
Gucci out there. And truth be told, I did not fuck with Gucci. I did not fuck with Gucci until
I fucked with Gucci early.
I didn't fuck with Gucci for a minute. I was like, dog, why y'all listening to this nigga? But after a minute, dog, I was like, yeah, this that guy. This is that guy. This is that guy. This is that guy. And I'm still rolling with him. And I'm still fucking with Jeezy though. I still fuck with Jeezy because we had some classic Jeezy joints back in
boy, please. I still
ban the Snowman.
I can't ban the Snowman. That's probably
that joint was bumping in that Cadillac. That joint was bumping in that Cadillac.
Hey, Jeezy.
my man Phil
straight
pulling that
influenced
caddy
us for like a whole couple years in college. Like that's all niggas was Jeezy out in college. Nigga.
Straight Jeezy, dog. Straight Jeezy. It was like Jeezy, Tip.
I think one of the best mixtapes back then was Blood Raw, that American indictment papers, that Blood Raw joint.
Yo. Yeah, there was some bangers on there. Oh,
and what was the other dude's name?
What was
the other guy's name?
Slick Puller.
Yeah, Slick Puller. I used to fuck with him. Yo, that nigga, I used to fuck with him.
He had some shit. He did have some shit though.
I used to get his tapes and all that shit.
Yeah, that was Jeezy's man's. That was like his man's. That was his man's for real. That was his man's.
Right hand.
Yeah, that was a good era of shit. Because that was when Tib was dropping shit all the time. That was when even like fucking UGK was coming. Yeah, Wayne. Fucking the South.
Oh yeah, you know, Weezy had a mixtape every week.
Yep.
Remember what's it called? Remember when 8Ball MJG dropped that album that came out around I think in that same era when they first got with Bad Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legends.
We did with that.
They had some bangers.
Underground with that
album had a couple songs.
But that's the thing. We always paid attention to all the South shit. When the South shit dropped, we was on it. Like real talk. Yeah.
Did everybody go to that motherfucking 3-6 concert in Howard? Who went to that 3-6 concert in Howard?
That's when I first realized he had a little arm. He had the towel.
Yeah, I was like, I was there. I was like, dang, this nigga got a little.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
DJ Paul. I never know that nigga had like a little arm.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
He got like.
I was like, dog. I fuck with 3-6 so hard.
He had the scary movie arm.
Yeah.
For real?
That should be iced out.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Then I was like an iced out band on that thing.
I'm like, how do you?
They was trying to stop all the fights and shit. I was like, hold up, dog. Y'all not. This ain't real. This can't be real 3-6. This ain't real 3-6. Y'all niggas. This all y'all music about. Fight. I was like,
that's what I'm saying. Their music incites violence.
Yeah, I was like,
what
the fuck y'all talking about? What the fuck y'all trying to stop a fight for? Nigga, these niggas about to go. This is at the old school Palladiums or something. We was at the Palladium. It was like a fucking warehouse or some shit we went to.
You remember when we was like, I don't know what we were doing, but we were talking about Juicy J and shit, and like how like all the shit he promotes, he don't even be doing for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw this interview, he be talking about he don't be drinking and smoking and all that other shit. Like he just be doing that shit to influence. Yeah, it was like it was way back in the day. But we were talking about that shit like that motherfucker just be doing that shit really just to like keep his fans and shit. Don't be doing none of it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like healthy and all that. Like he don't even be doing none of that shit.
Yeah,
that's what niggas be saying about Future.
Like I said,
I know.
The thing with that's true, but the thing with 3-6 Mafia, the thing I like about them niggas actually is that they was probably one of the first niggas to like open my mind up to like how music like affects the mind. You know what I'm saying? And the funny thing about it is that they call themselves hypnotized minds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when you listen to their music, it's very chanty. It's very chanty. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you
it ain't
like,
even very. It's
that
a chant.
bitch.
It's a chant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's chanting. So what these chants are tapping into your subconscious mind. So and that's how you hypnotize somebody, by tapping into their subconscious mind. So so that's that shit right there is crazy though. Just that's what kind of opened my mind up to like, oh, this is how you can brainwash somebody through music. You know what I'm saying? Just watching their whole shit, like they literally
one of their hardest songs. One of their hardest songs
heavy
is
chanting. Like it's heavy chanting.
That's fucking shit though. Hey, I'm thinking one of their hardest songs is like fuck these niggas, I'ma whoop a nigga ass.
Every song is like that. Every song is fuck these niggas.
When I weak ass, you say bitch, weak ass.
Yeah. That's off that Pat album.
Yeah, but I'm
even a slob on my knob.
Man.
Yeah,
Pat the dog.
But you know, this why Brown needs to be on this show. Every time we talk about 3-6, you got to talk about Bone Thugs because they had like they had the same management at one time. If you kind of look deep inside like their artistry, it's kind of the same shit. Like all that chanting and
like harmonizing type.
And almost it got almost like a dark arts element in that shit. So Brian love that shit, but he will also tell you that shit is kind of dark.
Yeah. You keep it 100.
Yeah, definitely when you fucking with Busy Bone.
I remember in high school, like all the niggas they used to like rob niggas and like get in fights. They used to listen to 3-6. Like that's just how it was. Like I'm not lying. All the niggas
and they riding in that
I was
bubble.
robbing niggas and just getting in fights for no reason.
Yeah,
those was the niggas. They was all listening to 3-6. That's just the truth. You know what I'm saying?
In that bubble.
Nah, because that was like the hardest shit out. That was like they wanted to be the hardest shit.
But that sound, man, I feel like is kind of influenced what even the shit that was listening to.
That was black people's rock music back then, dog. It was.
And you got these little Uzi Verts and all these little rock star niggas now, like they were kind of like the first niggas. But actually, Wayne took it to a whole new level. So don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
The first nigga really like that. As far as like that drug culture shit was 3-6. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all said it already, but was 3-6?
Oh, welcome back, nigga. Hold on, no, welcome back, nigga.
3-6 was the hypnotize you. No, that was Jeezy, right?
No, Hypnotize Mine was
Yeah, the
you
song
right.
called Hypnotize is a Hypnotize.
Oh, he did though. Hypnotize you were. That was like an intro.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, y'all said that Flyboy Camp.
Who run it? Who run it? That was a motherfucking shit, dog. 3-6. Who run it? Who run it? Boy, that joint. Break a nigga shit. Break a nigga shit up, dog. I was a 3-6 motherfucking head back then.
That Unbreakables jump, man.
Boy, what? And Pat was on Project Pat. That's my favorite out of that joint, dog. Project Pat.
Yeah, he was my favorite member.
Yeah, I like all of them. They just also ignorant. That's what I mean. Like I love how the ignorant come together.
Dog, I was born in South Carolina, dog. South Carolina, dog. I love that down south shit. Boy. Oh my God.
Every episode, South Carolina.
What? Yeah, I gotta say something about
Project
Pat, dog. I gotta say something about Project Pat.
No, Project Pat was nice. He was like the nicest one to me.
Nigga, that nigga verse on that 21 Savage and Schoolboy.
Huh?
Yeah.
Hold up, huh? He got a joint with 21? 21?
Napped on.
Hold up, I got to look it up. What?
It's called Good Day.
Hey, speaking of Schoolboy Q, I meant to mention him earlier when we was talking about Kendrick. He's underrated too, man. That's an underrated motherfucker, man. Like real talk.
He just don't put out a lot of music.
Nah, I like.
He's like
he like two
version of Kendrick, and
yeah,
he's like the what version of Kendrick?
He's like the evil twin of Kendrick, and I like when he said that, I was like, yeah, that fits.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was still making music out here.
He got nasty shit. I love Schoolboy. That joint is his last album before his last album. That one with him and Jada, that blank face shit.
Oh yeah,
like, he got a lot. Yeah,
he got a lot of styles.
I was talking about Project.
He can change his voice, and so but Kendrick does the same shit. I guess see why you say that.
All of it.
Yeah. Even what's his name?
J-Rock.
What's the dude that be fucking with what's her name? The model joint. Yeah. Hold on. You know who I'm talking about.
Hey,
Reg used to fuck with her. What's her name? The Spanish chick. Spanish model chick.
Absol.
Yeah.
Absol.
Yep, Absol. There you go. See, that's why we're the best at categories. Did you just see that? Hold on, did you just see that? I didn't even say you knew exactly what. That's why categories like we
be killing shit on categories.
Oh my God, we used to piss people off with that shit. Oh, we gotta find a tournament. We gotta find a tournament for that shit. I swear to God, we'll win it.
Y'all niggas believe in telepathy?
Of course.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I think every day, I guarantee you, every day, everybody engages in that shit on some level, but it's just like it happens so fast that you don't really process it. You know what I mean? But that shit it happens all the time.
It's crazy because sometimes
didn't they have a movie about that with George Clooney? The Men Who Stare at Goats.
And I mean, to be deeper, that's like a real story. Like the CIA.
MK Ultra.
The CIA like hired they call them like remote viewers to like kind of like like certain realms of different parts of it's deep.
The world, nigga.
I believe it. But telepathy that's definitely happening. Cause like even say you cohabitate with a female or something, sometimes you can feel what a chick is like about to think and say to your ass when she come in a room. Like it's weird. Like you can like, I mean, I'm just saying that's like the depths of it, but like it's other levels of it, of course. But I'm saying that telepathy shit is for real. You can even like throw some shit at somebody else and that will do something off of that. It's crazy. Like if you really know how to like channel that shit.
Yeah, that shit's deep. That shit's deep. Like I think we had this conversation before, but it's like sometimes you know how like you'll be on the train or on the bus or driving in your car, and you just so happen to look over to your left, and then somebody's looking right at you. You know what I'm saying? For no goddamn reason.
Oh my God.
It's like, or you could just be staring in a direction, and then the person who just so happened to be standing in the direction just so happened to look at you. You know what I'm saying? When you're staring that direction,
right when
like, I feel like that's all fun. They can feel your energy. They can feel. You know what I'm saying? They can feel that the energy that you're giving off, focusing on them. Even, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the direction you're focusing on, they can feel that. So then they look in your direction. It happens. Like shit's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Nah, yeah, and I feel like we're like connected to. How do I put this?
Okay. You're not connected. P?
Damn, he really got disconnected though.
Yeah.
They watching again, yo.
Mm-hmm. Hey, so Corey, wasn't that you earlier that asked that question? And I was like, OverTime, you said something about like females or something, some shit like that. Or who said that? Was it you, Corey? What did you say? You said something about women these days or some shit. You said women are more masculine these days. Didn't you say that shit?
Yeah. I was talking about that. Shit.
All right, I was
talking about that shit. My point was, it's the women in, as far as in the United States, in the Western culture, as they say, they're more masculine than anywhere else in the U.S.
Like,
in the U.S., look, hold up before you say, all right. But
no. I just was gonna get clarification.
They're rocking Jordans. They're wearing. They're rocking jeans and all that shit. You go anywhere else, they're wearing dresses and pumps and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
No, so I'm just gonna get clarification first. By you mean not in terms of actions. You talk about what are we talking about? We talking about the way they dress, or are we talking about
everything? Talking about everything. Attitude, everything. Everything. I'm talking about. First off, my wife is from Puerto Rico. Which is a U.S. Colonization or whatever the fuck, but they still operate on their different shit. They still operate on some different shit out there. They still operate on different shit out there. It's, you know, they got the right to vote and shit when they come over this motherfucker, but they still operate on different type of family values and everything. You know what I'm saying? They don't, when they come here, they don't we're Puerto Ricans. I'm not talking about New Yorkers, niggas from New York or from fucking Chicago or whatever the fuck they at. But when they,
I know you talking about people from Puerto Rico, like born in Puerto Rico.
when they're really born there and they grow up and out there and come out here, they're like, y'all niggas are Puerto Ricans? Oh my God, They're like, what the fuck are y'all niggas on out this joint? Yeah, it's like y'all niggas are. It's like we on some different shit out this joint, and I feel it's the same thing when niggas come from Nigeria or fucking shit Russia, wherever the fuck. When they come to fucking America, it's like niggas are on a totally different. And when I say niggas, I'm talking about women and dudes. I'm like they know they see that we operate on different type of things or whatever. They know we operate and it's not the same from where they're at or whatever. And it's crazy. I can
speak on what you're saying, Corey.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's crazy that for a United States nation or colonization or whatever, it's a couple thousand miles out away from us, but there's supposed to be fucking United States or whatever, and they come here and say, oh, we're operating on some different type of shit. you know, and I'm not talking about Nigeria or fucking goddamn Ukraine or whatever. I'm talking about somebody that's supposed to be a United States whatever, owned by the United States, but they come here. You know what I'm talking about, dog. They know, like niggas are operating on different type of shit out here, dog. It's different. It's totally different. Don't make no sense.
Nah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think what what it is that like in other parts of the world, it's like they have their like cultures that they've been, you know, maintaining for like, you know, hundreds of years or decades, or you know what I'm saying? Not even decades, hundreds of years. Like they still have the same religion, same family structure, same way of living.
They already got to the root of it. Hundreds of years.
You know, a long time. But in America, a lot of what's going on in America is rooted in progressiveness. So it's not like, you know, oh, this is a culture and a way of living that we've been doing for a long time. It's like, oh, no, this is the new way to do it. Now, this is the new way to do it. Now, this is the new way to do it. Where actually back in the past, the United States was actually more like the rest of the world as far as like culturally, as far as being conservative. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now, like, you know, because everything is such this, oh, it's a new way to do it and a new way to do it now. So when people from all across the world, when they come to America, they be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas on some whole other shit, because in other places, you know, it's more like, you know, it's more of culture. It's a deeper culture. It's like, you know, if I'm from like Nigeria and I'm of the Igbo, whatever tribe, you know, there's a certain way that we go, but it's like, cause we have that history of culture, like we know how we do shit. You know what I mean? Like, we can't be influenced to change.
I gotta cut you off right there. What's our culture though?
Yeah.
What is our culture? What is our culture?
What do you mean with our culture?
In America,
whatever
dog,
black
what is our culture? Huh?
So whatever black Twitter say, that's our culture. I'm talking about black Twitter. That's what our culture. Are you talking about black people or are you talking about America?
No, because I thought you were saying just whatever black people are doing, and I would agree with that. I would agree with that because it's what is white culture in America, dog? What is white culture in America? They don't have no culture.
Yeah, they do.
I'm saying this
getting
is rooted in consumer
and
being a consumer. Being a United States citizen is rooted. Being a United States citizen is rooted in being a consumer. People all across the from other places like
being a consumer. I would agree with that.
I guess you could say that's the culture then. That's why it changes so much, because it's like based on, you know, whatever's popular, that's where the money goes. You know what I mean? So I guess it is based off being a consumer. You see what I'm saying? But in other countries, like you said, wherever your wife from Puerto Rico, they probably had a certain way of living that they've been carrying that tradition on, no matter what is popular. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. But in America, the culture is constantly changing based on whatever is popular online. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's why when people come over here, they be like, what the fuck? Like, it be looking like some weird shit. You know what I mean? Because it's not really rooted in a true foundation. It's not rooted in nothing real. It's really rooted in whatever the feeling is in the moment.
Right.
Whatever the feeling is, it's not rooted in anything real. And I think that's basically what you're talking about. You know.
So I guess to answer, I think I'll go back to the initial question of masculinity. Seeming like our females are a little bit more masculine. In terms of like dressing, I don't know about that portion. But I feel like some of our females, as far as like feeling, I'll just say feeling as if they have to be more adaptive and more I guess for lack of a better word, they have to be strong black women. Or I'm only going to speak on black women because I can't speak on anybody else's race. I really don't even want to try to speak on behalf of black women because I'm not a black woman, but I feel like I want to try to speak on behalf of black women. But I feel like black women have had to like actually be strong in terms of like, you know what I'm saying? Like enduring different things and being like I don't want to say the head of the household, but also like being the foreground of households when for whatever reason, whether it's like,
they had to do everything. I agree. No, I was gonna say they had to do everything. I agree.
Yeah, so like with fathers not being in the house, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, like for whatever reason, like women have had to like actually step forward and be more dominant in certain situations and certain instances. That I guess promoted like and we can keep it goes to along the point of like promoting our culture, but that has been promoted in our culture of promoting the strong Black woman and not necessarily realizing like not necessarily promoting the strong Black woman, but not necessarily even highlighting how the infrastructure has been the infrastructure or the foundation hasn't been for strong families hasn't been has been chipped away at and has been crumbled at to minimize a strong black structure. So I think that probably has played a portion in like the masculinity and Black women feeling like, you know what I'm saying, I have to be X, Y, and Z because I don't know where my counterpart is coming from, or I don't know if my counterpart is coming from. So I have to play the role of X, Y, and Z to provide for my family or to provide for myself. And I think that has probably played a big role in like the quote unquote masculinity. I don't necessarily like, once again, I don't want to talk about the dressing and shit because the dressing is whatever it can be, but but yeah,
major.
Yeah.
I feel that out. I witnessed that firsthand. The many hats they wear.
Expand upon that, nigga. Go ahead.
I'm saying the many hats they wear. I feel that.
You gonna drop the mic? You can leave it there.
Yeah, we drop our mics. All right.
That was not a mic. That was a glass.
Close enough. No, I don't know. I done seen enough. Out here. I don't know.
See enough of what?
Seen enough of fuckery. I done seen enough of fuckery out there.
What? Speak your mind.
Right. Yeah.
The Western civilization, man. The Western civilization is.
Nah, I know.
Look, I'm living in it.
You like shit. You like it more. You're basically saying you like more traditional, like
yeah, man.
That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. I like more traditional type shit, but I get it, man. I get it because I'm in the Western civilization or whatever the fuck. I get it.
All right.
I'm not with it, but I get it. I'm not with it, but I get it.
All right. We know you're not. All right. So because of
I feel you though, Corey.
Mm-hmm.
What you want to say, Marcus?
No, I said I feel Corey what he was saying.
Oh yeah, no, I feel him too.
I get it, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to the question that was asked in the that was posed to us by one of our subscribers, and they were talking about Greenland, and I'm not all the way versed in the Greenland theory, but I guess it roots in it talks about like it's a conspiracy in which like that has been quote unquote hidden from humanity for ages, and it's like about like the Roman Empire, about how they like faked their death like 700 years ago, and now they have control over like 206 nations.
So this is because when we seen the joint in the questions or whatever, it just said Greenland and that was it. I didn't know what the fuck this shit was talking about.
But Al, this is real refreshing that you took the initiative to like actually research the shit, and knowing Corey didn't dub you as a quote unquote conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. But I need some backdrop to this because when they had the questions posted, all I seen was Greenland and the fucking flag and shit. I didn't know what the fuck.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Corey. That's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when so I saw the question. And
what was the question though? What was that's what I'm asking.
The question.
What was the question?
So the question, it isn't really it really isn't a true necessarily a question, but it's more so like trying to figure out like if anybody else has heard about like basic. At least this is my perception, right? You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's like has anybody else heard about what's going on, the actual like thing about Greenland and like really, it's a talking point on like what's going on in Greenland and like the different things.
What the fuck is going on in Greenland? I want to know. What is going on, dog? I don't know. Come on, give me some shit.
Let me give you like a speed, like.
Please speed me up. Speed me up. Let's go.
All right, so like supposedly like the Roman Empire never fell; it just relocated. So like around like let's say like 715 years ago. Instead of the Roman Empire falling, it just relocated to two posts. One was Switzerland, one was Greenland. At the same time, it moved to Switzerland was the same time the initial CIA. You think CIA started here? No, CIA started in Switzerland. Like the same year it fell, the same year the CIA arose, and it all comes from the Vatican as well.
Okay.
Okay, are you following?
Yeah, I'm following. Okay.
So like there's like underground societies in Greenland because you know Greenland doesn't have this COVID shit. Greenland pretty much is like a mass. It's like underneath like
so they're not dealing with none of this shit. Okay.
Underneath a ice sheet. Because you know Greenland is supposed to be under ice, and then Iceland is
right. Greenland, they're supposed to be flipped. Yeah, go ahead.
And also, Switzerland is also like the birthplace of like you know organizations like CERN, as well as CIA. You know CERN, right?
Nah, I don't know CERN. I know CIA.
CERN, like the whole
CERN, SERN.
Yeah, like the whole hydrogen, you know.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Lighter and shit like that. But you know how like we be saying like they be hiding shit in plain sight, like movies and shit. There's a blockbuster movie coming out with Gerard Butler called Greenland, like this year.
With my dog. Okay.
Yeah, so you know
300. Okay.
Yeah. My man, what was his name?
Gerard Butler.
No, I'm talking about his name, Leonidas. Anyway.
They're dropping links in the comments. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so like in the movie, there's like an underground bunker that they're trying to move everybody to because it's gonna be like an asteroid, you know, big cataclysmic whatever you say the shit, like, you know.
In Greenland.
No. Worldwide, there's gonna be like a fucked up scenario where like asteroids and the fragments of asteroids are going to hit Earth, and they want to move everybody into a bunker in Greenland. Why Greenland?
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. Why Greenland?
Exactly. But because of this shit has been happening. Like, the Roman Empire has been in so many nations, including the CIA, including, you know, certain intelligence agencies since like 700 years
I thought both of them bitches was on islands.
Yeah, but that's how they can moving remotely.
Okay. All right, go on.
Oh, y'all talking about FC?
I'm still confused because it's a fucking island.
Just look up the Greenland theory, and then also like Google Maps, which at one point will show you like they did like this like imagery over the ice cap, and it was the underground, like they used to call them rivers, but you know, like natural eroding and shit like that. Like you have like smooth, you know, flows and rivers and shit like that. But when they had the imagery in Greenland, it was like complete right angles, like it was tunnels and underground, you know, societies, like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like complete right angles, like squares, like the shit you see this and the Zoom shit, complete squares underneath the ice sheet.
All right, I hear you.
It's crazy as fuck because even if you think about Greenland, like the jump is the largest island, And so for it to be the largest island, like, I mean, it goes to the point of like, you know what I'm saying?
That's the largest island? Greenland?
Greenland is the largest. Yeah.
I didn't know that. It's, oh, okay. All right, go ahead.
I know Green.
I'm going to interrupt. Go ahead.
They showed it. I mean, you would think like, you know, certain other places is larger, but I'm saying like everything's a fucking lie, bro.
Yeah, Greenland's big as fuck.
What you
Y'all
think?
filling me in, dog. Y'all filling me in, cause I'm the fucking fuck y'all niggas. I'm the conspiracy nigga all day, dog. I'm a conspiracy all day. Y'all filling me in. Y'all filling me in. Okay, Greenland. I'm about to
saying conspiracy theory, man. Saying you think for yourself, man.
But still, nah, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what they say. I am a conspiracy theorist, and I will theorize on Greenland.
Welcome to the club.
Hey, so look. Hey, so Randall, so all right. So if you say, because this is just something to think about. So if you say that everything is a lie, right? And I'm not denying nothing you saying. You know, I'm just saying it from like, look at it like this. So then, what is the truth then? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly.
Because every single perspective. Because look at it like this, right? Like, let's say that everybody, like even Phil was saying, everybody think that everybody has their own perspective. Everybody think they know what the truth is, right? So even if you state facts, does that really matter? Because like I could be like I could be like this, right? I could be like, oh, statistics say this is the truth. Then another person could be like, well, that's just because you're looking there because you're biased. Because I could find you know what I'm saying? It's like even if you bring statistics and say this is fact, somebody could just easily dismiss it and be like, oh, you're just being biased because you just chose to look in that direction. You see what I mean? So it's like, what is the truth? Like, because really, you know, like it's like you know what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, it's like always perceived as a hypothetical. Even if you bring facts, it's still, even if a person can go look it up on the internet, they be like, well, just because it's on the internet don't mean it's true. Just because you
but that's what I'm saying. Where people feel like their opinion like is over that shit. They don't even want to hear the knowledge.
So that's what I'm saying. Exactly, Phil. That's exactly the point I was about to get at. So then it gets to the point where you don't even have an opportunity to learn because you dismiss everything as a hypothetical instead of actually taking the time to research what a person say to see if maybe they're actually saying something real. So now you can learn something new and not, you know, hold on to ideas that don't serve you. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what happens a lot. Like people don't actually take the time to research shit. Like even if I don't agree with you, let me look into what you're talking about because maybe I'm missing something. But instead, people would prefer to just dismiss it because it just don't go along with whatever the narrative is. You see what I'm saying? I feel like where's the truth at the end of the day? If everybody thinks that they have their own truth, like how can everybody have their own truth? There has to be a truth. There has to be something that's real, right?
That's definitely the blessing and the curse of the internet because it's the information. Exactly. It's the information zone or whatever the fuck information. You can get all types of shit. You can find all types of bullshit.
Yeah,
but you have to be able to discern that shit. As the Bible would say, as the Bible says, you have to be able to discern the bullshit. You have to be able to discern the bullshit. So I don't know.
But you know we entertaining it these days.
So there has to be a level of truth and understanding on something. If there has if they say that there's a gift called discernment. Discernment literally means seeing through the bullshit. Which means you have to say there has to be some level of truth within this. So everybody everybody has their own truth. There has to be something that's real all across boards, all across the line. There has to be something that's real.
I feel like this goes for me and for the people in this room. Don't you feel like you got a good bullshit meter?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's probably like one of my X factors, yo. Like for real, I always feel like I can sniff that shit out.
So if somebody's spilling some type of like bullshit indoctrination to you, or you know, like the shit that the nigga was talking about earlier, like he wasn't really making a point. He was just talking about this side of the story. So if you got like some sort of like bullshit meter, you can like kind of see past the shit. Like you know what path to take, and if so, like some down the road leads you in another path, like you know where like truth kind of like leads you to. So
True, like yeah,
but honestly,
it's like it's a frequency.
A lot of truth is rooted in being true to yourself, being real with yourself. That's where a lot. That's where you see that's where your gift of seeing the bullshit comes from. Because I feel like put it like this, like if you the type of put it like this, if I know I'm doing some bullshit and I can be real, say I'm doing some bullshit, but I continue to go through the act of doing something wrong, but at least I can be real within myself and say I knew what I was doing was wrong. That means that I can see that shit in somebody else. But when you try to make excuses for your shit, then that's when you start, your judgment is cloudy, because now you start seeing your bullshit in other people. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Not saying you start to excuse the bullshit in other people, because you excuse the bullshit in yourself, if that makes sense.
Hey.
You see what I'm saying? But then that's what clouds your judgment. That's when you start getting caught up in shit that's not real, because you yourself is not being real. See what I'm saying?
I don't know if I'm about to fuck y'all up or not, but this is what I'm gonna. Yeah, probably not. But this discernment shit, that's where the white folks come in. That's where that prejudice shit come in from. They're going off that. That's exactly, discernment is exactly prejudice. It's prejudice. You're supposed to prejudge these motherfuckers. That's exactly what the Bible was teaching, and I don't want to fuck nobody's visions up about Christianity or no shit like that. But it's exactly what that shit was teaching.
I mean, but it's still the same. I mean, it's still like the same thing. That's what I'm saying. Judging, whatever it is that you got to do, is like, in order to know what's good and what's not, that's a judgment. You know what I'm saying? To understand what's necessary and what's not, that's judgment. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree with that. But it is prejudice. You're prejudging motherfuckers. But I definitely agree.
Hold on. Sorry. So you saying prejudice is
the same thing as the Bible was saying is discernment.
No,
you have to be able to prejudge these motherfuckers out here. No, and I agree with that shit. But I think some niggas take it too far. Go on.
Because I think discernment comes from.
I'm gonna let you talk.
Okay, let him talk.
I know I had to do the Kanye shit real quick. Go ahead.
So I think discernment comes from you and your own inner workings and your own spiritual alignment or what have you. It's not necessarily like prejudging somebody. Prejudging somebody, I believe, and this is just my perception, prejudging somebody would be necessarily like, you know what I'm saying, we walking into a room and I prejudged or I evaluate the circumstances, I evaluate the situation that's going on. But discernment for me is like, you know what I'm saying, like I'm having a conversation with you, and then like I'm able to discern from the conversation, or I'm able to discern from like my own, you know what I'm saying, like I don't want to say research, my own background, my own whatever it is, and realize like this conversation isn't going to align with like, you know what I'm saying, like the purpose or what have you that I have. And discernment is so like I'm actually hearing from the spiritual power or a different power. It might not be a spiritual power, but a power beyond myself that is able to see something that I am not able to see, basically. And I think that's probably the best way to like, discernment is me being able to see something from me hearing something that comes from another
deeper level, like a deeper level,
or what have you, that allows me to see something or hear something that affects the conversation, as opposed to is me walking into something and walking into a situation with a bias that affects the situation.
I like that explanation. I like that explanation. I like that. Sounds good. It sounds good.
Y'all niggas crazy.
No, it really sounds good though. I like that. That's
good perspective though.
Listen, I'm just gonna say that's black folks.
See, but
black folks see shit. That's how black folks see shit.
Alex deals with a good mix of people, man. Yeah. Like he deals with rich people,
Alex is a good man, and that's why I fuck with Alex, because that's a good man's fucking explanation on that shit, and it makes fucking sense to. It definitely makes sense to black folks, but
yeah, y'all some of the smartest people I know.
Yeah,
So
fucking explanation.
Just because I got this question, I mean, just because you posed that question, I just want to pose this question: and are Black people allowed to be racist?
Hey, I just had this conversation the other day.
Wait, let's go into it, please.
Absolutely.
It's impossible for me.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Shit.
Let's go. Let it rock.
Absolutely, Black people are racist. Cause
yeah, I feel like we are, but it's
we
like
said are or have a right to. Are or have a right to.
They are. Black people are racist.
Yeah, I disagree.
Prejudice, or it just don't have like that fucking hate, like that like that prediction that white people have when they do it on the counterpart. Like when we say this shit, it's like jokingly or
yeah.
I mean it got truth. Like every like joke got truth behind it, but when they say this shit, they mean that shit from they fucking like.
Yeah, I see my man.
I only
sit
laugh
up. I see my man sit up in this room. Hold on. I see my man Marcus sit up in this room. I feel like we feel the same way. We don't have the power to say that to be racist.
I know what he's saying.
Go ahead, Marcus. Come on,
we
Marcus.
don't have the power. So
we're not passionate about that shit, though. We're not passionate about
we don't have the power.
Thank you. We don't have the power to be racist. It's impossible.
Oh, you
don't believe that shit.
To have certain like decisions over people, like that's when like you deem it racist.
No.
Nah.
We don't have the power, dog. Go ahead, Marcus.
I feel like we racist.
Nah, I don't believe that shit.
Maybe not racist.
But just like you said, we're not gonna carry out no action. Like we're not even passionate about that shit. It's just because like it's almost like it's wasted energy. Like what's that gonna do for us at the end of the day? Us being racist.
I mean, we just point out like regular like inequality like truths, but we not.
I feel like now it's way more.
Come on, Marcus. I know you're more eloquent than me. Come on, Marcus. Get in there. I know.
So what is it? Is it? Are we racist or do we have the right to be racist?
Can we be racist? Is the question.
I wouldn't call it racist. We just like I don't know. It's just not evil when we do it.
Then that's not racist.
We're not passionate. We're just not passionate about it. We don't care that much.
It's not racist.
We may be prejudiced, but we cannot be racist.
Prejudice.
Because the whole fucking thing is racist, dog. It's just break it down, dog. It's a race.
I mean, honestly,
you stop a nigga from being.
I feel like being racist is a waste of time, dog. So I was like, I don't know. I don't see the value in it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like just getting off some like emotional baggage. That's all it is. So it's like I don't see the value in it. So I can't really give an answer. I can't really like say like I don't see I don't know how to answer that question. You know, I just don't see the.
Let's make it more black and white. All right, Corey, what do you mean by racist?
We can't be racist, dog. We don't have power. We don't have power. We may have people. We may have black people that are rich or wealthy, like Oprah Winfrey.
Why you gotta have power to be racist, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
that's the point, dog. You have to have power to be racist. You have to have power to be racist. If we were racist, you know what I'm saying? It would be. We would.
All right. Can an Indian person be racist? Can an Indian person be racist to a black person?
Not in America.
How about black people were Indians though?
I think anybody.
You sure? You ain't never met a non-white person that was racist. You be like, yo, that nigga hates black people. Or you just got a sense. You never met like a Spanish person. Or you can just tell they ain't fuck with it. Or even an African. You never met an African that you was like,
definitely.
Asian people, exactly. Come on, man.
I understand. They might say some shit that's fucked up. They might say some shit that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But they do not have the power to be racist. White folks have the power to be racist in America.
Didn't you post that, John, in the chat with the niggas in Arkansas? Was that you?
The Black Lives Matter person in Arkansas?
Yeah.
I think so.
The white dude?
Yeah. So those people.
I didn't see it, but I didn't see what he posted, but I seen the video. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so like those people have no power. They got like fucking like middle of the mill jobs and shit. Like they probably
exactly.
But
and be black out there. Be black out there.
Oh, hold on.
Be black out there and be on your.
All right, so you don't think it's black and Mexican wars out
Hold on.
In Cali right now, out in LA, Black and Mexican wars.
Hell yeah.
Racism.
Oh yeah.
All right then.
Oh yeah, but it's not racist. It's fucking business. It's I'm trying to move this coke and you're trying to move this coke. So that's
so
business.
It's racist.
Strictly
it's
about
racist.
black.
No.
These people are different.
That's gang
race.
shit, dog. That's gang shit.
Nigga, they was out there killing innocent people. They're killing innocent people on both sides, bro. Like, what you mean?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I agree with that. That's gang shit. That's gang shit.
Hold on. So,
so it's not about color, but the color is, but it's not like flags. You know what I'm saying? It's race.
Yeah, it's racist, bro. It's racist. It's straight racist. I don't care. It's racist. It's racist.
I'm gonna mute me in here. God damn it.
Hold on. Let me. Hold on. When you posted that, John, right? And those white people in Arkansas are like driving by Walmart. Them niggas have no power, but they was spilling straight fucking hate. That's like what? But is that racism? Is it prejudice? What is that? That's a little. That's way more than what we do.
Yeah, that's racism though.
That's like pure like hate. Like what?
Hate. Yeah, that's hate towards a race.
And he was hating. They was hating towards another like white boy, like even like speaking his voice about black people.
Exactly. Nah, that's racist. That's not. Is that prejudice? Nah, that's racist. That's racist.
That's racist. I don't think.
Yeah, that's racist.
What's crazy is the fact that we're having this conversation. So at the end of the day, it's fucking ignorance. It's fucking ignorance.
Yeah,
it's ignorance.
I'm saying like
it's fucking ignorance.
Like I be looking at racist people as fucking like stupid motherfuckers with emotional issues. So I don't care about these niggas. Like that's how I'm looking at that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean. Like it's some underlying shit. That's
so I don't want to. I'm not gonna return that energy either, though. That's what I mean. Like I'm not gonna return it either. Like I'm gonna call you an emotional nigga because you racist, and then go back and be a racist. Like it don't make no fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, if other niggas want to be mad and shit, go ahead. But I don't. It does nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like from my perspective, like I just.
Then I could say black folk aren't racist. That's the most extreme shit. Doing that shit.
We don't have the power to be racist. That's all I'm saying. We don't have the.
We don't need power to be racist.
Yeah, you don't need power to be. Yeah.
Corey, so can I give you...
I know what y'all talking about. I understand what you're saying, but...
I know what you mean, though. I know what you're saying. I know what you're like.
It's like, come on, man.
No, so Corey, I think what Corey is alluding to, and correct me if I'm wrong, Corey, I think what you're alluding to is systematic racism. But I think what we're talking...
Yeah.
I think what my question more so is... was like actual like, racism or making like racist remarks.
Right.
Even if you make racist remarks, I think that is still quote unquote, it could be deemed racist at the time. Like hypothetically speaking, we could be talking about going to the carryout and you know what I'm saying? Like there's always been and it could literally be the racist joke where you'd be like, oh shit, y'all about to go eat cats and shit based off like, going to the carryout.
Right. Exactly.
That is considered that could be considered racist. But that's not the systemic racism that in which we're talking about. But yeah, I get what you're saying, Corey.
It's funny.
The Constitution, basically the Constitution allows you to be a dumbass motherfucker if you want to be.
For some people. Some people can't exercise that shit.
Exactly. It's that you can either use it for your benefit or let it use you. You know what I'm saying? That's just, and that's with almost any damn thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, though. But the Constitution allows niggas to be dumbass motherfuckers if they want to be racist, whatever the fuck. They can just say, fuck all black people, fuck all Chinese people, whatever the fuck. They can. The Constitution allows people to do dumb ass shit. It is the law of the land, but you know what I'm saying? It's like
so fucking outdated. Are they ever gonna like rewrite that shit? Then that shit was like designed by niggas in fucking white wigs and tights and shit.
Exactly, niggas. It was designed by niggas. I'm not gonna say niggas. It was designed by people that own slaves.
Niggas that had
niggas. Yeah, designed by people that own slaves. Come on, dog.
Did y'all see the picture? The picture they have of like the people that signed the Constitution in which they blacked out or put like red marks or put some type of dot or something over people's faces who owned slaves at the time.
I didn't even see that.
So
but that makes sense though. It makes sense though.
it's like I hope I'm not wrong when I get this percentage, but it's like 75% of people that signed the Constitution had owned slaves at that point in time. And so, like, you're looking around the picture, I mean, it might be more than 75%, but as you're looking around the picture, like, you're literally looking at red dots all over everybody's faces, as opposed to actually seeing all the different faces that are on the Constitution. But
yeah, that's the equivalent. I seen a meme the other day. That's the equivalent. It said, white people out here saying, all lives matter is the equivalent of a motherfucker signing a Declaration of Independence or Constitution writing saying, all men are equal, but I'm owning slaves. It's like, come on, get the fuck out of here, dog. These white motherfuckers out here crazy, dog. It don't make no motherfucking sense. It don't make no motherfucking. How you writing, literally writing, all men are created equal, but you're owning slaves and shit, and we still in the same motherfucking boat. We still in the same motherfucking boat. And fucking 2020, niggas getting killed out this joint. Niggas talking about all lives matter and shit. Fuck y'all niggas.
all right, guys, I got one more question. I haven't seen the video, but apparently, like, there's a video of a black nurse. And hopefully somebody else has seen it. If not, then we'll let this fly. But like, there's apparently like a video of a black nurse telling people that they can use like
I've seen that.
Hydro something.
Hydrochloric.
The African lady. You talking about the African lady? In DC.
Yeah.
Okay.
But apparently, like, that's the same stuff that Trump was talking about using way back when
it first started.
Yeah. Any thoughts?
I don't know. She was talking about using a plethora of shots. She was talking about. She didn't just say that. She was talking about a plethora of shots.
Nigga,
for what?
This how I feel about all this shit. Is fucking all this shit about Corona. Like everything got to be some grand presentation. There's always some expert's word over another expert's word. Different agencies are trying to reach out over their agencies. Each big state, California versus Florida, like they like making teams. Like, pay attention, they making teams. The red states, blue states, goddamn. This professional CDC versus the WHO. Like, look at all these money that's moving in between. Like, did you see how much Kodak made, like, in the last 24 hours or 40
Yeah.
Kodak.
Because Kodak is making, like, all like the plasticware for these vaccines that's coming out.
Oh shit.
Exactly. But it was Coca-Cola the week before that shit came up. We talked about this shit like 2 overtimes ago. The Novavax jump, they came up. Like, everybody off this corona. So if like anytime you try to like follow a crime, follow the fucking money.
Oh yeah, got to
follow the money. Like, look at the money. Like, everybody that's eating is people that's eating directly off this corona shit.
That makes sense.
Johnson & Johnson.
What the fuck is Johnson & Johnson doing?
Making the like the
vaccine.
Not so the actual vaccine. They make the packaging. Like, they the plastics and the wrapper and shit. They make shit look good.
Okay.
They're using their plants to get the shit out, because it's gonna be a lot of fucking you got to cover a lot of people in this country. 300 million, something like that.
Yeah, 30 like that.
Yeah, so you gotta cover a lot of shit. So you got Novavax, Moderna, NIH, fucking Fauci. All these people are gonna eat. Bill Gates, number one. You follow the fucking money, you follow the crime. That's why I think all this shit is bullshit.
Hey, Randall, did you see that the interview Bill Gates had with some? I think it was CNN or some shit. I think it was CNN and some white lady questioned him. Oh, are these vaccines safe or whatever the fuck?
Don't listen to that.
And he looked very uncomfortable. He looked very uncomfortable.
Did you see what his wife
making other niggas uncomfortable? Huh?
His wife said like 3 weeks ago when I posted in the group chat. He said like African American communities got to get the vaccine first.
It might have been that shit. But
might have been that shit.
But you know, you got your boy. Speaking on that, African Americans got to get the vaccine first and shit. You know, you got your boy Tucker Carlson out here.
Who's that?
Fox News saying he's mad. He's mad because black folks. I think they've been saying black people or minority groups are going back to school first or whatever and shit. And we're the white people. I'm like, dog. Yeah, white folks are happy because they're not getting fucking. They're not running into fucking ground zero and shit. You know what I'm saying? So why? I don't even know why you're trying to portray this.
They already suspended school for the 2000 like this fall.
Yeah,
all virtual. Hey, but I think this one meme. It said like, what if you like we do send our kids to school and then you send your kid to school with a fucking Paw Patrol face mask and then you come back with a Spider-Man jump. He wanted to go at lunch. That's the first day. Gonna shut all that shit down. Niggas are stupid, bro. They gonna fuck that shit up the first day.
They over here trading face masks and shit.
The funny joint I seen was, and the joint was so real because I think every school I went to was just like this. They were talking about like, they was like, let's say, you expect schools to disinfect and clean the school daily when niggas can't even clean and disinfect their bathrooms. I have never went to a school where the bathroom was clean.
Oh, like every day?
For the entire day?
Every day?
You will hold your shit.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly how many shits you take in school.
Nurses office me, please.
Not more.
I got boo-boo.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Don't be hurt.
Nurses office me, please.
Dog, I can't do that shit.
Literally.
That's an L. That is an L.
I never had this shit when I was in high school.
Wow.
I don't know what the fuck I was eating. I never had to fucking take a shit at school.
You got a gut of steel, nigga.
Yeah.
You wasn't eating their food.
And that was a fucking adult and shit. I'm like, not when I do have to go, I will not take a shit nowhere, dog. I don't know. That's crazy.
You ever what's like the nasty? You ever like?
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Oh yeah.
You ever like what's the nastiest shit you did to anybody? You know. I listen to this shit. This is like fucked up too. Like it was probably like a couple summers ago.
What?
You dating yourself?
Wait, what? You say nasty. What context is it? We need some context here.
I was doing like some contract work and shit, like working on houses or whatever, right? Like renovations or whatever. I had this boss. I ain't gonna say his name. And I remember like one day this nigga was just like talking crazy, just like, and I thought he might have been racist, but I ain't know. I never like did my research. But it was one time, you know how I'm like famous for like pissing in bottles and shit, right?
Oh,
like you know if I'm driving or whatever, like, and I happen to have to do that shit. It was a lemonade iced tea, bro. I happen to have to do that shit before I got there. And, hey, listen to this shit. This motherfucker was like, man, damn, He came to my car. and like he saw like the little iced tea and shit. Like shit, he's like, "Oh, is that a fresh tea?" I was like, "Yeah, man, go ahead and take that shit." Just said it like I already knew and everything. I watched him drink it, and then I saw him drink it, and I was like, he like drank it, was just like made a face real quick and drank more of that shit. And I was just sitting there like, oh. He never do. I don't know if he ever finished that shit, but he never do. I don't want to say his name because he's gonna be like, "Damn, I drank this nigga's piss." And he's a white man.
He never knew.
Huh?
You said he never knew?
Nah, he never knew. He just like kind of drank it, sipped it again, and put it down. Yeah. That shit was rich with my spirit. But he was like an asshole, man. He needed that shit.
Hey, first of all, Phil, you need to drink more water if your piss look like iced tea.
No, I was gonna tell you, it didn't look like iced tea. First of all, it was lemonade iced tea. It was probably like a quarter of lemonade iced tea. I just filled it up a little bit more. That's it. I even told him too. I was like, I don't know, it's kind of warm. He's like, oh man, I don't care. No, the motherfuckers be.
That is sick.
Yeah, it was. But
hands down the worst.
I can't post this. I can't post it.
Oh damn, you gotta delete that?
He's post it. He going to jail.
Bro, I can't post it.
All right, well, that's the nastiest I got.
We cut this part out. You going to jail, dog. You going to jail.
That's what I got. Who's next?
Can't nobody top that, dog. You got it.
I know. I was like, I can't top that one shit
At all. I'm
you ain't shit. You ain't shit, boy.
You ain't got to top it. I asked, what's the worst? That's probably my worst.
You got niggas thinking like, damn, have I been this fucked up out here? What can I
know I'm over here like, damn.
I don't feel bad.
Like I've been in the service industry and shit, right? So like, they used to put like new people on my truck every day. It's like, oh, he's like a good trainer and shit. There was one motherfucker that jumped on my truck. We about to go do a job, and this nigga's like fucking like crazy, stupid, retarded and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, fuck, we're gonna take lunch, and we go to like the Wawa and shit. And then like he going to jump. As soon as he's going to jump, I get in the truck and leave. I'm like, hey, bro, I can't deal with this nigga. And they let me do the shit.
Nah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's probably like a delinquent ass nigga, huh? Like them just. I don't know.
What's that process y'all got?
The fact that they let that happen, that was funny as shit too.
Yeah.
Dirty. But hey,
put me through that shit. The fuck?
Y'all niggas ain't shit.
I know. I feel bad about telling that now. Damn.
Y'all niggas ain't shit.
All right, I could probably find another one.
Give me one.
Yeah, bounce back.
Yeah, I gotta dig. I need a minute. I gotta dig, but I'm sure I can.
It's gonna be a process.
I didn't know, for real. I didn't know that was bad. I didn't know that was bad.
I was just playing.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, but what makes that bad? Tell me the part that makes it bad. That I let
Ain't nobody judge you. Ain't nobody. Yeah, you could say something.
Nah, this nigga was crazy, man. You don't understand. He was like a dick. He needed one of those, and it was just funny. He asked for it. That's why I was just like, I just pissed in there.
Damn,
yeah.
Can I quench my thirst with a Lakes of Minnetonka?
But you know, it do be people that drink their piss though. It's like I watched this. I don't know what show it was. It was like this Indian dude. He was like even let it ripen and all that shit.
I can only imagine.
I remember the Juan Marquez when Floyd fought him. He was drinking his piss.
Oh, for a workout, like was he saying like
Juan
hydrated him?
Juan Marquez. Around.
Shit. Fucking Cotto was drinking goat piss when he was about to fight fucking Pacquiao and got his ass fucking beat the fuck up.
He got his ass whipped.
Dogged out. That's when I was never a Cotto fan ever. Because I was Cotto hard as shit. Before Pacquiao.
Nah, Cotto took some L's though.
But y'all remember Juan and Marquez drinking that shit on the HBO specials?
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely pull that up. I kind of do.
The 24/7 jump?
Mm-hmm. Those were the best too.
And then Floyd.
Why HBO don't even do boxing no more? I just realized that shit. They don't do no boxing? That's crazy.
Ain't nobody's out here.
Nah, they like do no boxing at all though.
Hey, what's the wildest shit y'all ever seen like out at like the like at a bar, at a club or some shit like that? Just randomly, you know what I'm saying? Like just like a random bar fight or just some wild random shit you ever seen. You was just you went to like a bathroom or see some wild shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
The wildest shit I've ever seen. Look, the wildest shit I've ever seen is I don't remember who was all there, but I know it was a Bowie State night. We went to it was a Palladium Sundays night, or no, I'm sorry, Platinum Sundays night, and we was smoking the VIP, all that shit, smoking the bud and shit. But we came outside and somebody got hit with a fucking brick.
Oh, I remember that shit.
You know what I'm talking about, Doc. They were doing construction on the side of the club or some joint around the joint. And somebody picked up a fucking brick and crushed this nigga's shit.
In the middle of the street.
He was just asleep in the middle of the street. They pulled this man's pants off his ass and shit.
Remember his girl?
All that shit.
His girl was trying to help carry him. Yeah, that shit was bad. That shit was bad. His girl was trying to help carry him. I remember that shit.
Yeah. I was like, goddamn, that would never be me out here in these streets, dog.
Nah, he got swept.
That's fucked up, dog.
Slept. I was like, damn, man, I'm just gonna do this man like this. It wasn't, and it's like it wasn't even a fight or nothing like that. They just hit this man with a brick upside his head and shit. I was like, God,
literally, literally hit him with a brick.
And then I said, who am I to jump in this and stop this? Who am I to stop this from happening?
Niggas got bricks.
And it's not even that. It's like literally the police are outside and everything. They see police is outside and everything. They see this shit going on. It's like, who am I to stop this shit from going on? If the police not gonna say some shit, who the fuck are we?
Yeah, that's a crazy thing to think about though, because you gotta think like, you know, like if you out in a public setting, like you kind of feel safe, but like if you just got randomly jumped, like nobody will help you. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of fucked up, but it's the truth. Like because I've seen videos where like niggas will get jumped out in the public and nobody would do anything to stop it, and somebody already knocked out still getting fucked up. And the average random like just walker by here, like they ain't doing shit. I seen the joint that happened not too long ago in Ocean City, where like some nigga was getting like stomped the fuck out after he was knocked out. And this is Ocean City, so it's a rack of people around. All kinds of people could have intervened. Ain't nobody do shit. So you ain't never really ever safe, you know what I'm saying?
Marcus, this dude was literally in the middle of the street. Literally. Literally in the middle of the street, laid out, dog.
Like
somebody came and hit him with a brick, dog. And then 5, 4, 6 random motherfuckers ran up and just started running his pockets and then pulled his jeans off and shit. I'm like, dog, y'all niggas going out here like this? Dog, it's not that savage out here, bro. It's not that savage out here. But that's what happened, dog. I was like, God damn. And this is when we're in Holmes Hall, bro. This we're in Holmes Hall.
Yeah, banging the day.
I'm like, God damn. We got the shimmy, rock going on in the club and shit. Yeah, Alex, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Alex, come on, dog. Come on, man. I'm like, what the fuck, man? They literally laid this nigga out with a brick and just started running his pocket.
You say some wild shit in the bathroom before?
Talking about Platinum that night? I remember that.
Yeah. You say you see some wild shit.
Sundays.
That shit was like boom right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the street. We were just talking about that shit. Just like crazy.
That's the most savage shit I've seen.
And I was about to run his podcast. I was like, hey.
Like, bring your ass on, Randall. Bring your ass on.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think the most savage shit I see, and it was just because. Sorry, go back to that strip club conversation earlier, but it had to be my old roommate when we took Antoine Parish, and so the stripper like a G-string and showed like her booty hole. Swear to God, that nigga was just like this. Boom.
Yeah, niggas too.
That might have been the weirdest thing and funniest thing I've ever seen.
That's so stupid.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Oh,
and for even more context, like the nigga, he shouldn't have been with us in the strip club for one. For two, like he was supposed to be like if you at that point in time, that's when Facebook was popping, or that's when we were just getting acclimated to Facebook. And so like he had literally everybody on Bowie's campus on his Facebook friend list. Meanwhile, he didn't know nobody. Like it was literally like he just was just adding people off the friend list. But literally, like we took them out into the strip club, and that shit happened. And that nigga said, "Ding dong." Damn, they got us put out.
No, that's crazy too. People don't know how to act. Oh man.
Oh, I got a story. It wasn't savage, but it was fucking retarded as shit. I went to I'm still at Bowie, but I went to fucking Myrtle Beach. It was I think it was Bike Week or some shit.
You know, I still have not been to Myrtle Beach.
Huh?
I still have not been to Myrtle Beach.
What's wrong with you? You never
I know
Myrtle Beach.
I only hear good shit about that. I only hear good shit.
No, I went there 1 year with my boys from
Airbnb out there at one time, like all the family cookout and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Or
yeah, it's a nice spot.
What else is out? What's that joint? Hilton Head. We should do that.
Yep.
Hilton Head.
We was in North Myrtle Beach. I was with some folks or whatever and shit, and there was some girls that came out. We went to a club or whatever, and some girls that came out to the club and shit or whatever. My sister had hooked it up and shit because she was living in Myrtle Beach and shit. And we went back, and then I will never forget this shit. Never forget this shit. It was some girl that hooked up with one of my boys or whatever. We were staying in a what you call it? A condo. We were staying in a condo and shit. We was all in the condo. It was a couple of rooms and shit in a condo. But he was like, the next day he was telling the story and shit. He was like, yeah, you know what this girl told me? No, he was like, you know what I told this girl? He said, yeah, he said, yeah, you want to do it? I was like, dog, that's the most shit I ever heard in my life. He said, you want to do it? And it was on. It was on. I was like, I ain't never heard no shit like that since I was in like fucking elementary school. So you want to do it? That's what he told this girl. You want to do it?
Did she do it?
Fuck yeah. That's the story. I was like, are you serious, dog? That's all you had to say. You want to do it? That's all you had to say is you want to do it. Good
I mean,
honestly,
you don't have to, like that's why I've like learned getting older. You don't even have to say shit to like a lot of chicks for real, man. They already ready. It's just like it's almost like they wait for you to make them. Like, is you gonna make that move? Like, do you want to fuck with it or not? Like, I feel like they already choose before you even put in any work. Don't edit that.
Retarded. That's retarded.
No,
I feel so much less of a man if I said some shit like that. You want to do it? It's like, come on, come on.
I know, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't come like that, but
I'm a grown ass man, and oh, lo and behold,
nah, you right.
I was out there hanging with niggas that was way older than me. I was probably like 24, 25, and these niggas was like 30, 36 and shit. I was out there like cooling, dog. This nigga out here, this nigga 30-something years old. I'm 25, 26, and he telling some girl you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, dog. Come on, dog.
You want to do it?
I still think
exactly. Dog. It made me feel like, what the fuck I've been doing out this joint? That's what I gotta say.
I know.
That's what I gotta say, dog. It's like that.
I still think the weirdest one of the that shit was just the most wrongest thing ever. Was the fucking trip back from was it trip back or was it trip to? I think it was a trip back from Florida when we were riding the bus and the motherfucker beside me on the bus was coughing. This is pre-COVID.
Oh, yo.
Coughing.
That was from Miami. I remember that shit. Or on the way, I remember that shit. I was behind you. That was, whoa, I remember that. Ooh, that was bad.
Marcus, like literally, either going or coming to Florida, the nigga literally beside me on the bus, coughing everything ever in a fucking in a plastic bag.
Dog, it was like for hours too, like real shit.
I know. I can see Alex like just fucked up the whole ride.
Yo, he just turned around.
I can just see it. I can see this nigga fucked up the whole ride.
The whole thing is like, yo.
That's like we could have wrote a movie off that trip for real. Like the shit that we just running into.
Yeah.
Dog, so much. Even the club, we even got fucking Matt in there. Matt wasn't even like of age and shit. Like
he wasn't even 18 or anything. I don't know.
Yeah,
nigga, I think we was all in the club with X's on our hands drinking and shit. Like literally, like I mean, not even on some DC shit. Like literally, we were in the club with X's on both our hands, double fisting,
just drinking like everywhere too.
My 3-6 t-shirt with the green lime green soles on that bitch.
Yeah, the first that was the first 3-6 Mafia. That's the Juicy J joint right there. Supreme turned that into a shirt and everything.
That's when C Love came down there too, right?
Yeah, he was out there for a day. He like came. Yeah, that's when he was working for the airlines and shit.
Yep.
Wait, hold on, just random. Just wait, Antoine, your old roommate Alex. That's the dude that used to wear the glasses with the hat. He had like bottle cap glasses, like real thick glasses, right? Yeah, because I ain't mean to bring it back, but the only reason why, because I didn't know who he was, but as soon as he said he should follow everybody at Bowie Street, that's what made me remember him, because I remember this nigga used to always comment on my shit, and I'm like, I don't even know you, like, you know what I'm saying?
I remember him too.
Like, oh, him. Yeah,
I do remember he had the hat on and the shit.
Exactly.
He had the same thing for like 6 years.
You remember?
He's tripping. People don't get out these days, man.
I mean, but like, if you had like some type of intervention like that, maybe you wouldn't have like a Wayne Wade type situation.
Yeah, that's
intervention as far as what?
Like taking you to like certain,
establishments, chicken wing establishments.
Yeah, taking you out for food.
Lord.
Oh, okay. Now I got you. All right. It took me a second.
Outside of Wingstop, Lord.
All right, I got you. Now I got it.
Lord.
Go stupid.
Maybe.
Nah, man, that boy was a character, man.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
Whole character.
Nigga, you a character.
For me, I just be chilling.
Corey, remember your roommate?
I just go with the flow.
Remember your roommate freshman year? How you shot the nigga with a BB gun? The chest.
Damn.
And it wasn't even my BB gun. I don't even know where the fuck that BB gun came from. I'm like, what this motherfucker shit? Let me shoot this motherfucker. Because it's getting on my nerve.
That ain't even right.
I remember that shit.
Hey, that ain't even right, man.
My nigga Brian. He was cool, though.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, I forgot about that nigga. I swear to God, that nigga come back to Bowie State that next year, dog. I swear to God. I would have heard about it. And then like, dog, you're not fucking my man, Brian, dog. I swear to God, I would have heard about it. That nigga did not come back. He was from Temple Hills. But he went from Temple Hills.
Any weed stories, any stoner stories, you know what I'm saying? We all got a pass. You know what I'm saying? Like any stoner weed stories, any crazy moments, anything worth, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. I got
Go ahead.
How about the first time you smoked trees? Have we ever had that conversation? The first time you smoked?
I give you that one.
Yeah, I remember that one too. Yeah,
I give you that one. Cause I smoked trees with my sister, but it wasn't like the story or whatever. But because I was on my athletic shit, I was like, fuck that shit, dog. I don't have no time for that shit. But my real first time really smoking trees, dog. We was at Holmes Hall. I don't know if Randall was there. I know Brian was there for a fact. But I just know we were smoking on the side, like when you walk past on the what's the joint? What's the you got the towers. You got towers and you got the gymnasium right there or whatever. And shit in between. We was walking through that joint and we were smoking that shit. And security ran up on
lead to the parking lot, right?
Yeah, you can walk to the parking lot and all that shit. But we were smoking bud and shit, and then security ran up on us. I was like, oh shit. I'm not trying to go to jail. Let me put this shit out real quick. And that was back then when niggas wearing hats and all that shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, put this shit out. I put this shit out real quick and put it in my hat. I put the J in my hat and shit. Because they was trying to pat niggas down and shit or whatever the fuck. And luckily, them niggas wasn't smart enough to take my hat and shit. It was because it was patting everybody down and shit. I was like, nah, we don't put that shit out there, joint. That almost fucked up the whole night. Niggas could have kicked out of the goddamn college and shit. But I put that shit out and put the little bit in my hat and shit. I put the shit in the top of my hat and shit. Whatever the fuck. That's my craziest shit, smoking. Well, I got some other joints, but that's my craziest joint, knowing that I could have fucked up some shit anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, my first joint is my brother's a heavy smoker, still is to this day. But my first joint, like my folks, I was in high school, so I think I probably was in I might have been in the 9th grade then. But my brother my folks was out of town and everybody was at the crib. Like, my brother had everybody in the backyard. They sit on the back porch. Like, literally, I go out there. He like, all right, hit the J. I hit the J. I swear to you, I lie to you not. I hit the J. I smoke. I cough 2 times. Don't ask me why. I still don't know to this day. I probably still get ridiculed and still get laughed at by everybody who was there. But I also know I was a fucking youngster. Literally, I hit the J. Like, I don't know why, when you cough, I start coughing. When you cough, you put your hands up. So I literally hit the J, start coughing. It was like, and start brushing my tongue. Like my parents was coming home. My parents was gone for the weekend, but I started coughing, hands up, started brushing my tongue with the house, and I was done for. I know I was high as hell off of 2 hits. I was coughing in front of everybody, coughing with my hands up, like Yeah, that was probably the funniest shit, the dumbest shit. That's my first time smoking.
My first time, I was like, I was with like half of my fucking high school basketball team and shit, and we went to this. It was like this abandoned train, like in this neighborhood or whatever, and I remember kind of the same thing. I remember I hit that shit, like. Because like I had seen, you know, like in the movies and shit, you hit that shit all hard. So I tried to hit that. I'm just laughing because I hit that shit hard as fuck. And I remember coughing like so dumb. Like, you know how you hit that shit once and you cough so much you can't even hit the shit again. It was like that. Like I was just like the choke, like almost throw up type shit. It was bad. But I remember when we were like 10 deep too. That was crazy. It was a bad look, but that was like my first experience smoking. I remember that, and I do remember being high as fuck too. It probably wasn't even like no fire, but it was just the way the way I took that shit.
That cough fuck everybody up.
Yeah. Oh man, that first one too. You don't even know what you're doing. Yeah, it was bad. But after that, man, shit, Bowie molded me into the man I am today. Sure did. I swear it was no days off at that motherfucker.
Hey, Marcus, get in here.
Yeah, my first time was at Bowie too, freshman year, and I remember my old roommate Alfred. I guess he smoked a little because we both went to the same high school together. So I guess he had already started smoking in high school, but I had no idea. So when we went to college, he was like, "Come on, man!" It was like, "Come on, man, let's get high." It was like one of those type of shits. So I was like, "All right, fuck it." And I was like, "I ain't never smoked." I'll be like, "I'm fine. I can smoke one time and survive. I'll be okay." So we was walking around the train tracks right behind Towers, right? The little, not the train tracks, the little track and field, the tracks right there, the little track and field joint. So we walking around there, and then I hit it a couple times. And I didn't even get high. I felt like a little fuzziness, but I didn't get high. So I'm like, man, I can handle this shit. Like, ain't nothing really happened. I guess I'm immune and shit. So then we did it again the next day. And then I guess like as soon as I took that first hit, it was like that shit like in the movies where you just start seeing all the colors and shit like that. Like as soon as they like take the like, you know what I'm saying, like the little psychedelic. It was like that moment.
Like
once
it's hidden.
Like, oh shit. Like, yeah, it's like, oh, this is why now I start feeling all these sensitivities, and my hearing was sensitive, and you know what I'm saying? So I started getting I started all that shit. So, but yeah, that was the first time. And then I started like, oh shit, what does food taste like right now? And then then my first time having the munchies was the first time I got fucking high, you know what I'm saying? So like that's the crazy thing.
The munchies are a motherfucker too. That's what's so crazy. I just ate a whole burger and I'm still hungry right now. Like fuck. I'm about to go.
First time getting high, man.
I know. Hey, did you last episode y'all was laughing at me because I was like dozing off, man. I was like so fried. It wasn't even and I was drinking those like I was even thinking about this shit like, yo, I even saw you write the messages and shit. I was like, damn. I remember one time I had just woke up and you asked me a question. I answered that shit like perfect too. I was like, man, I'm fucked up. I felt like I was dreaming. Crazy. And I had the red light special.
Yeah.
Woo! Don't fuck with that crack, dog.
It wasn't no crack.
Close enough.
Crack, bro?
Don't fuck with the cracks, dog. Don't fuck with the cracks.
Crack, though. Damn.
Nah, I said, Randall, what was your first time getting high?
Like seventh grade going to the 8th grade.
I done dropped my phone. This nigga said 7th grade.
It was
you see that shit? 7th grade.
7th grade going to 8th grade. It was Argyle Park.
Lord.
I remember the fucked up part was like I had smoked weed before, but it didn't make sense. So like the one time I did like really like hit it, or I guess it was just like some loud. I was mad. And then like my mother picked me up right after the joint. I had no time to like chill out.
I know you was nervous and shit back in the
Yeah, did she say anything? She sniffed it out?
I was just like too high to like care I just like lay the fuck down. It was just out. Yeah, it was like no. I guess he tried.
I know my mother would have noticed and beat dog shit on my ass.
But I had been like I had drank before I got like high. Like I told you I used to like walk up to the store and put the 40 ounce leg and shit. So yeah, I didn't feel like tips before I got like high. But like when I got high like one time, I was like, whoa.
No, it's just real. That's how you learn how to handle it, though.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm great.
Yeah, you gotta go dive in and get fucked up first.
So question: would y'all ever smoke with y'all kids?
Fuck no. Maybe when they 30.
This
was like maybe when they become like mature adults and shit. But like
when they 30.
But I wouldn't want them to do it like with anybody else, but me.
And
I hear you.
That's the reason
talking
I asked
about
the
like
question.
even when he starts, like, or even if he does start or whatever. That's what you mean, like.
Don't do it with some corny ass like, oh, you want to get high, man? Nah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I ain't smoked since the baby been born. So yeah, maybe when he's 30. Maybe when he's 30. No. I had to do that thing. You got to do that thing too, baby. Remember when he's 30.
I'm still trying to weigh this one. I'm still trying to figure that one out. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, you always want to know, like, especially you want to know where it's coming from, and especially if it's going in, you know what I'm saying, your child's body, and you remember how you were at that time. But at the same time, you don't want to impede on that moment for whoever they are with their friends, as long as you already know, or hopefully you know it's going to be a good time. Like, even to this day, I'll just say it, to this day, my father still won't even, like, really drink with me. Like, he'll always, I can make him a drink. He can, he can know that I'm drinking, but he won't necessarily be like, oh, Alex, let's have a drink together. Even if he comes over to my crib for real, he won't really be like, all right, let's have a drink together. I'll probably say that. I take that back. Probably like 2 or 3 years ago, that's when the guard shifted, where he was actually able to have like a true drink with me. But before that, it was like even up until, like I said, up until 30, so probably 10 years into the game, he would be like, nah, like I can't have a drink with you because it would be like I'm condoning that shit or so that's why that's why I'm torn, and that's why I posed the question, trying to figure out like exactly like here are different perspectives on it.
I mean,
I'm following Alex. He's a year before me. Little boy, little AJ, a year before me. So I can follow Alex. When you want to go ahead and do that, I'll be a year behind.
Man, that's how my pops was though too. I just recently probably had my first drink with my pops for real like 4 years ago. Like, not even bullshitting. Like,
that's
it's just like that too. Cause like yeah, he like military minded and all that shit. But he already knew my influences. He knew what it was, but he just never like joined in. So it was crazy to like even do that with him.
Who was at the last Bowie State homecoming joint with me? Who sent me the last Bowie State homecoming? I remember seeing
Matt.
Huh? Who?
Was it Matt?
Nah, I don't know. I remember seeing Tom there. Who else was out there? Nobody? None of y'all was there?
I was there.
I ain't been here in a minute.
I was there last year. You were there the last couple years. I was there with the family.
Have you ever seen me at a homecoming?
Man, I don't remember, man.
After college, anyway. After college, I'm saying. After college.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of these memories I have, like, I'm not even just like recently. A lot of memories I have are foggy as fuck. Like, literally as fuck.
No. I was just asking because like I was asking because of some fatherly type shit or whatever. Because the last Bowie State homecoming I went to, I got a fucking phone call. I'm at the dugout. What's the name? Tank. He not an iota or no shit like that. What's the blue niggas over there?
Sigma.
Yeah,
Sigma.
No disrespect, but we was over there. We was over there during the cookout and shit, and we living it up and seeing everybody we done seen before, whatever the fuck. I got a motherfucking phone call talking about, oh, my father done have a fucking my pops had a heart attack and shit, and he's in the hospital and shit, and yeah, it was tough times. R.I.P. Pops. Yeah, he didn't make it up out of that shit or whatever the fuck. That's what I was asking. I was like, who the fuck was at the last joint? I remember seeing Tank and Tom. I probably did see Matt at that joint or whatever.
I plan to, if they have it this year, I want to go.
Yeah.
I
got that shit posted on my Instagram and shit. The little band going through, Bowie State band going through. Right after that band went through and shit, that's when I get that motherfucking phone call. And that shit fucked up my life, man. That shit,
I hear you.
I ain't gonna say it fucked up my life, but it fucked up my life, man. Cause it was like, real talk, dog. I had to decide whether to pull the plug on my pops and shit on my motherfucking birthday. Cause you know Bowie State shit is in October and shit.
Yeah. Oh, Oktoberfest. I know it's part of Oktoberfest.
Yeah, I was out there joint, and they asked me to pull the plug on my pop's birthday. I'm sorry, on my birthday, on October 28th and shit. It's like, nah, I can't do that shit. I can't live with that shit. And he went on, whatever, to the next day, at the least, the 29th. He ain't passed on my birthday, but, you know, and the stupid crazy shit is his little brother, my dad's little brother, my uncle and shit, died on his birthday.
Damn.
Died on my dad's birthday and shit. So it was like I always wondered why my dad didn't want to celebrate his birthday and shit. It's like, yeah, man, it's some stupid shit going on over here. But I just had to throw that in there. I just had to throw that shit in there. I ain't gonna fuck up the shit. I was thinking about it. Yeah, I had to
vent it.
I had to think about it. Venting. I had to think about it.
I'm mad at that.
My pops.
And
I know he fuck with all y'all niggas too. I know he fuck with all niggas too, man. God damn.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all niggas talk too much cash shit, as he would say. Y'all niggas talk cash shit.
I was
Rest
gonna.
in peace, Pops.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, R.I.P. all of them. But anybody been following that Epstein shit? Old girl.
Oh boy.
Eileen Maxwell.
She about to start leaking everything, man.
But why she ain't got no mugshot?
No, nothing. Yeah, they said. Yeah, they were saying like she ain't even.
Cause we done seen it in the
get touched.
Right.
Why she ain't got no mugshot though?
She in Antarctica.
Huh?
She in Antarctica.
Al, what you been reading?
Is she,
bruh?
What you been reading?
Hold on, Al.
She about to be there.
I'm asking. She
about to be there.
Shoot. Hey, probably, yeah.
He said Hitler out there, so
it's his. You saw that lady, Virginia Roberts?
Yeah, she's been on the case.
Yeah, like she was coming out talking about that shit when she was young or something like that.
Yeah, she was like the initial one.
Yeah, she was like the minor. She was in the documentary too, right?
Which one is that? That's the one that was in this show, the Netflix joint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one is that? Which one is that joint? The one that was talking about Prince Henry and shit?
The blonde, yeah.
Yeah.
She going to die.
That's Andrews, yeah. Hey, you know what's fucked up about me watching that Netflix show? How about when episode 4? Like literally every time I got to episode 4, I probably like 2 minutes in, my shit cut off.
You fell asleep?
No, my shit just cut off. Like literally Netflix stopped.
Because you're not supposed to see that. You're not supposed to see
all that shit is crazy though. Like even after that shit that you had showed me, Rez, that Westworld shit, man, that shit still fucks with me.
None of y'all watch Westworld.
I know. I'm about to watch the third season. I'm about to watch the third season.
I watched
right
Westworld,
now.
dog.
I watched the first two. I like that show.
First two episodes of the third season. I gotta catch up.
Yeah, I'm about to be on the third season right now.
So like Westworld directly like correlates with this whole Epstein shit. Like the Mesa and all that shit.
That's crazy. That first season was so good. Oh my god.
The first two seasons.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the second.
Well, I say the first season. The second season, niggas was like, "Come on, man, let's go somewhere else." You know, let's go fucking country.
That's why
the third season is tough.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to get into. I'm about to get into that right now. Like literally the first episode.
The first episode of third season is amazing. Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
I love
another show or whatever. I want to say it was Cuz from Breaking Bad. I want to say it had Cuz from Breaking Bad.
And the third, yeah. Caleb.
Okay.
Caleb.
Damn, is he? All right.
Yes.
Did you see the preview for that Lovecraft County shit? The Jordan Peele joint that's coming on HBO?
HBO got
in August.
Oh, I gotta say this then, since we putting shows out there. I did not want to watch this joint. I got tired of seeing the fucking commercial before the shit had actually came out. But the goddamn P-Valley joint. Anybody watch the P-Valley shit?
That shit's garbage.
I didn't want to see. I didn't want to see the joint. I actually liked the first episode, second episode. I did not want to see nothing after that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see the shit at all.
What's P-Valley?
It's garbage, bro. It's garbage.
It's called Pussy Valley.
Is it on Netflix?
No, it's on HBO or Showtime or some shit.
It's on Star.
Is it like
Star?
Nah, I'm good. It sounds like
Player Club.
Hey, you know what show is blowing me right now? Like literally blowing me. It's because it's taking like a whole different spin than what I thought it was starting out to be. The Shy.
Fuck the
what?
People
be talking about that shit.
The first episode, they didn't even show how the nigga died. They just had his funeral.
Well, you know they had to kill him off or whatever because of that.
I know he's a wild boy, apparently, but he's giving the respect to like show how they had no part of the story. Like they just like in the funeral.
Yeah. Then like even
that shit's lazy.
Like the jump blew me. So the jump blew me. So the jump started off so great. It was like it literally like chronicled. Like you never watched it at all, Phil?
Nah, but you can talk about it. I've heard like
no. I'm not going to try to. I'm trying to give a like different overview without going too deep into it. So that's why I'm asking, trying to figure out. Corey, you never watched it either?
I never watched it, but I seen the commercial and all that shit. But since you're talking about the Shy, nobody's seen my nigga not free.
Let me finish about the Shy.
Okay, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead, bro. Big dog. Go ahead.
What it started out was, and what it seemed like to me was, it started out as it focused on three young black boys.
It's like 2-3 seasons, right?
Yeah, it's only in 3 seasons.
Okay.
The first season literally focused on the 3 boys and how they went through and like literally everything they went through, and like everything else was like a spinoff. I'll say a spinoff, whereas though it touched on like Jason Mitchell, you know what I'm saying, like different people in the show and how like they impacted like somehow or another how they were connected to the little boys.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally we in a whole different focus point where now we got like, you know what I'm saying, like one of the boys' mom is married to a woman. Like literally on the last episode, like they went to a male strip club with a grandma, like legit. Like I'm not gonna talk about like with a grandma,
that sounds right.
Maybe a great grandma, and like it just took a whole turn. But the show, I still fuck with the show. Don't get me wrong.
Hold up. Explain that. Hold up. They went to a strip club.
She probably ran out. Did they get
the grandma took them to the strip club, or was the grandma already stripping? What?
They had to get new riders or some shit.
Yeah, they had to. I don't know, but so
they probably didn't expect to have that next season or something too. You know how like sometimes they only have like them 2 season contract, like 3. Well, maybe she had a 3 contract because it's old girl show, right? Yeah, Queen Sugar Girl or not Queen Sugar? What's that shit? Queen of Slim, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I ain't really like how that joint ended either, but
man, you want to talk about that shit? That shit actually pissed me off. It was a lot of shit I feel like they could do more in that movie, like for real.
Hold on. What's my guy with the lazy eye?
Forrest Whitaker.
Thank you. I know y'all know that show. Last King of Harlem.
Oh yeah,
that was good. That was pretty good.
Some of that going into. Are they coming up with a new season or what?
Yep.
Yeah,
they got signed for a second season.
Soundtrack heavy.
Yeah. Swiss produced that shit.
Yeah.
That show was good.
Okay.
The Italians was blowing me in that joint. Italians.
Oh yeah. Fuck them niggas. Yeah, I was waiting for them niggas to get cut the fuck off. I was waiting for them niggas to get cut the fuck off. Dog. Bring them, dog, do I need to get out this joint? Let's bring them guns out this shit. I cannot fuck with them niggas. They fuck with my man too hard, dog.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Like they respecting them though in the like in the mob society.
Not enough though. Not enough. And that shit blew me.
It's always gonna be,
that nigga after Denzel, dog. After Denzel, I swear to God, Forrest Whitaker is, bruh. This man be having some characters out here, dog.
It's him.
He done played The Last King of Scotland. He done played. Come on, man. He done played too many.
But they gonna talk about Morgan Freeman too.
What about Samuel?
Yeah, Samuel Jackson.
Samuel too.
A fucking catalog.
Samuel too. He got a catalog. But I think that my dog is not talked about enough. Forrest Whitaker.
No, he's not. He's not though. He's definitely not.
He's not talked about enough. They talk about everybody else but Forrest Whitaker, dog.
He was even the butler too.
Yeah.
He was all
like that. He's like, matter of fact, that's another dude that don't get talked about enough. Nicolas Cage. He has so many.
Oh my God!
Movies,
the Swiss Army knife. Hell yeah!
Dog, he has movies that dog. Every time I got my little bootleg shit and I'm pulling up movies and shit, I'm like, damn, Nicolas Cage had another movie.
Yeah, he's like a Netflix king.
Yeah, Netflix go pass. Like don't pass go. You just make movies.
Nicolas Cage is that dog, man. Nicolas Cage is that dog too.
Yeah, he stayed with a movie though.
He every year, dog. He has a movie that I haven't heard.
Matter of fact, they were doing Tiger King, the series shit. They got that coming out. He's supposed to be playing the fucking Tiger King guy, Nicolas Cage.
Who?
Look it up right now. I swear to God. I swear to God. I'm not even joking. It fucked me up too. I swear. Look it up right now. I'm not even joking. Look it up right now. I'm not even joking.
That's gonna be stupid.
Yeah, they're making like a Tiger King series, and Nicolas Cage is gonna be the Tiger King motherfucker.
That's gonna be fucking stupid, dog. I gotta see that shit. It's gonna be fucking stupid.
Shit, I don't know when production starts, but I'm sure of that. I'm sure.
Cause dog, Nicolas Cage is one of those dudes with like the high energy level shit. Every person he plays, every character he plays, he has high energy, and I could definitely see that shit. Watching the Tiger King documentary, or whatever, that motherfucker was fucking crazy.
That show was just wild. Yeah, that
might actually be fucking crazy, dog. With Nicolas Cage playing that nigga.
Yeah. But just how that motherfucker really lived though. That was like his real life. Like people that's what I'm saying. Like we so into entertainment and all this other shit. That motherfucker, that was like his real life. That's just wild as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's all that shit he was doing.
That's crazy. We didn't already see the story. We didn't already see the story, but niggas will watch that Nicolas Cage shit. Niggas will watch that Nicolas Cage.
What was that recent movie he had when he was like in like the forest and shit, and they was like,
I seen that shit with the fucking jaguar or some shit.
Was he the cop?
No. He's like ascending. Like it was like so many colors. Like he was like in like a.
He was like a fucking hunter or some shit.
No, bro, that shit was wild, bro. Like he's like.
What's showing?
He was tapping into like some like interdimensional type shit.
I'm about to look it
up. The space joint where he had a family and shit. It was like UFOs or some shit coming.
No, it was like he was like they was trying to torture him, but like they was like giving him LSD and shit.
See, that's what I'm talking about. This
nigga
they
really did that,
has so many fucking movies. I don't even know this one.
Hey, they used to capture prisoners and like experiment with that shit on motherfuckers though. Like real talk, like LSD and like DMT, like just fucked them up.
MK Ultra.
Yeah.
No, that's just a real thing, man. I'm telling you, that's just a real thing. Mm-hmm. Hey, I feel like they fucked with Kanye on that shit.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Color Out of Space. That's the joint I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Color Out of Space.
No,
the UFO shit.
Hold on, P. We talking about Kanye? Like you?
Yeah.
So I be like on like in the middle of this shit. I think like they should be trying like fuck with him, but at like small spurts, he be saying like some real shit. So like
he
will say like
I'll give you that.
He be saying like some real like awakening shit, but at the same time like this nigga be saying like some off the wall shit. But I be thinking like the media try to paint him as a bad guy, but at the same time he do be saying some wild shit.
Yeah.
I don't know like what side of the fence to stand on with Kanye.
I know, man, and that's the whole thing about him. Like, I feel like he do be saying some real. He needs a fucking mediator anyway. He needs somebody to like speak for him, translate, because he just be when he gets into that emotional shit, he just goes off. But I do feel like he's like somewhat programmed because like at some points, just like you said, he says woke shit, so they gotta make him look like crazy too. Yeah, that's why I be feeling like happens to him.
I don't
know. But he
says some interesting things, dog. He'll say shit that everybody agrees with, and then he'll go off the fucking deep end and shit.
Yeah, I know.
It's not even no slight shit, but he'll go off the fucking deep end. Like no, but you have. If you're a conspiracy theorist, you have not heard of what the fuck he's talking about when he goes off the deep end, dog. It's like, what are you talking about, Rosa Parks? Harriet Tubman did not free the slave. It's like, come on.
She's just sitting the what with other white people.
You're going too deep.
So what I think I'll just say on Kanye, I think he suffers from the actual like
mental problems.
Nah, well, of course that too, but I also think he like gets caught up in the moment. And if Market would say he speaks with emotions as opposed to.
We talking about caught up in the moment, talking about Harriet Tubman ain't free no slaves. Oh, she was just.
Let me finish.
That's not what he was saying. He's saying like she wasn't the one to like, like free all. That's why I said he needs a translator. I feel like he wasn't saying like I know what he said.
Another dumbass nigga up there.
But I think he meant something else. He meant like. Yeah, she did free slaves, but that wasn't like where we all got freed from. Like that's why I feel like he was trying.
No,
but I can't speak for him.
That's
either.
That's what you hope and want him to think. That's what you hope and want. But that's not what he was saying. He said some dumbass shit.
And you're right.
It was blatant. It was blatant what he said. It was no. What he said, it was no like it was what he said. It was not like, oh, maybe he meant this or maybe he meant that. It was his shit was blatant. Go ahead, Alex.
Nah, so the only thing what I was saying was I think like he gets so caught up in emotions, whereas though I think he like hears something or he believes something at one point in time that is funneled into him, and then like when he gets on stage, especially if he's like not even prompted, I don't believe he has the quote unquote media training. He's a true rapper for real. Like he's supposed to get up there and say, you know what I'm saying, like whatever. Like, he's not necessarily supposed to go up there and be political or what have you. So when you get up there and no political debate, like, and for real, and we can be real in the political debates and even in those situations, like when they have the people asking questions, those are questions that are given to them by whoever, and like they already have these questions, like the
scripted
presidential nominees have those questions. So for you to get up there and answer those questions, the cuff off the whisk, like you're literally just freeballing, you're providing whatever the fuck context or whatever the fuck thoughts come to your mind at that point in time. And so he's off the rip, he's off the cusp. And like, yes, you're still supposed to have some type of basis and some type of knowledge or what have you about the situation and whatever the fuck you're talking about, or you don't answer about it. But at the same time, this is fucking content. Like literally, we have seen this is the same thing as like nobody can sell him nothing. At one point in time, this is the same person that didn't have a phone, but now all of a sudden, like he's the person that is tweeting and doing everything, and nobody can tell him anything. And like, and to go back to Phil's point about like the media portraying you as crazy. Yes, he makes some valid points, and yes. Like some of the points, like, and that's what I said, like way back when I was talking about him and Candace Owens. Like Candace Owens was like in his ear at one point in time, and like he would go out stage and he would say whatever the fuck Candace Owens said to him prior. However, what he articulated wasn't what Candace Owens like actually like her true intentions, or like meaning on what she was trying to say. And once again, I don't agree with Candace Owens, and I know she has her own political agenda or what have you, where she tries to tear down black people, and that's how she makes her money or what have you. But she also makes some good points.
We gotta get up in her ass too. Yeah.
Huh?
I said, yeah, we gotta get up in her ass too.
Yeah, she makes some good points on different occasions, on occasions. But you know,
no, she don't make no fucking good points. She don't make no sense, bro. No fucking sense.
But like I mean, I think what Dave Chappelle said a while back, and I appreciate Dave Chappelle going out and visit Kanye. Like Dave Chappelle said, what if the media doesn't know how to portray you or how to understand you, they're going to portray you off as crazy. Like I forgot. I mean, of course they did it with Dave Chappelle, and they also did it with Martin. But like if they don't know how to portray you, they don't know how to put you in a category or what have you. Rather than like, all right, we're going to take some of his knowledge and we're going to understand where exactly he's coming from, what point he's trying to make, or get a further understanding. We're just going to push him off as crazy. And you can see that with just about everybody. I mean, well, not just about. You can see that with a lot of people that they pushed off and made the media has made crazy on one aspect or the other, and whether they have come back and like tried to reconcile that and make it like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying, that person really wasn't crazy, we just didn't see what they were talking about at the time.
So the question is, Al, is like, should Kanye, especially Kanye with the money he's making, should he listen to like what they say about LeBron, shut up and just fucking play basketball, you know what I'm saying, just shut up and play ball. For me, myself, I'm like, dog, you make too fucking much money. Yeah, if you're declaring yourself as a billionaire and all this other shit, these niggas are sliding you. You should be called a billionaire or whatever. I think you would have more fucking common sense out here, definitely, to say some stupid ass shit like Harriet Tubman. Oh no, she wasn't no free no slaves out here. She was fucking up the slaves. Like, come on, dog. What the fuck? I think you would have more sense. At least more sense. With the money you have coming in, you would have more sense, at least more education. It's like, come on.
So real quick, T.I., I believe it was T.I., well, I know it's always been a lifelong saying, but I believe T.I. was one of the first people to say it. Money don't change you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, money
don't.
Money just extenuates it. Or
exactly. If you was already an asshole, you're going to be more of an asshole. Yeah.
But like LeBron, and so in your comparison, you said Kanye and LeBron. LeBron has a camp around him in which they are actually like pushing, say they're pushing the agenda forward. Whichever way you want to be on that side, you can say LeBron's camp like literally is pushing initiatives and trying to do different things to.
And he got a good camp because this man came out of high school with what, 99? He got signed for 99 mil with Sprite or somebody, Nike, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, he got 100 million from Nike, but yeah. So
yeah, he got a good camp. Good camp.
You got different people in his ear talking to him and like listening and understanding about like, you know what I'm saying, like what's going on, and like he's actually able to listen and talk and get a different mindset. Even as you think about like the barbershop, his HBO special or the shop or whatever it is, where he's actually bringing different people to the table, different athletes, different people, and getting a different perspective. But if you talk about Kanye, Kanye's not doing that. Kanye's people, the people that come around Kanye, are probably gonna be yes men, and I don't know why that is. And I feel like I'm probably preaching to the choir because Randall's on and Corey is dropped off. But I mean, like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, Kanye doesn't necessarily. I don't think he takes advice from people.
Yeah. Anybody. The way he act, he don't take shit from anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to take too much stock in him because he's just so fucking unstable.
Right.
Even though, like, he would drop some gems here and there, but
for the most part, yeah. Yeah.
But it seems like this is the end. Who would have? Anyway, this has been. Is it 6 overtime?
I think so, yeah.
Funny how things work out. Anyway, it's 6 overtime. And if you reach this far, salute to you.
You.
Yeah, salute to you.